like 6 feet. Perfect. Get out of here.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. And love and tradition are the grand design some people say is even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside these gentle walls, 'cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out in every scene. We're gonna fill our house with happiness, but we'll smother the blues with tenderness. There's room for you, room for me, for gentle hearts and opportunity. It's a bigger love, the family.
I mean, not really. The
That's what I
summer I
thought.
pretty much
That's
just
what I
worked.
How was your living arrangement?
It's nice. Living with the girl.
Yeah.
Looks very cozy.
What's
there.
that like?
Guitar in the background. I see.
Yeah, no. It's usually pretty messy in here. She likes to destroy the place.
Oh. Wild. Maybe we'll have to get some sexy guitar playing from you in a later episode. But I tell you what, well, we have a little something arranged. Because we're a little sensitive because you moved away to Bend now, and we're still all Bemidji boys at heart. So we're gonna do a little exercise to see what the better B town truly is. So we have a few questions, and we just need an answer from you. Bend or Bemidji, and we'll tally up the points at the end of this, and we'll see what the true B town is. So
I think we'll call it Bender Bemidji.
Bend or Bemidji, yeah. So we'll start off with a pretty straightforward one. What has the better outdoors?
Definitely Bend. Gotta say that.
I don't
But
think so.
Bend? Oh, the shores of Lake Bemidji, though?
Yeah, but I mean, they've got their highlights. Like Bend, like weather-wise, definitely better. Like all summer is pretty sunny, so never a day where you couldn't go outside. But like, definitely no lakes around, I guess. But
Will, are you sleeping on Bemidji's triple biome? Like, are you kidding me?
It's at the intersection of 3 different biomes: coniferous, deciduous.
I don't know what the third one is, but it's 3, Will.
Well,
I don't think Bend
doesn't have 3 biomes.
might not even have 2 biomes, Will.
it's definitely a desert here. That's for
Bend's
sure.
a 1 biome bitch. That's what that is.
That is true.
Guys, I'd just like to
I
point
don't agree with that answer.
there is
but
some overhype on the Bend weather because my records indicate the next 9 days, nothing better than partly cloudy. Will, I'd like to see your counter to that. Also, 2 days of snow.
Yeah,
we're looking
that's
at nothing
true.
but rain here in the beautiful spring season of Minnesota.
I mean, I don't know. It like kind of snowed today. It like melted instantly, but like, I don't know. The summer months are definitely like where it's at. Like, probably like 5 total days of like where it's just cloudy. But like, yeah, winter is definitely more cloudy, but I don't know.
all right, Will, we got.
So
we're
is it
moving
fair?
on.
Is it fair to say so? Bend, final answer on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Whatever. We're moving on though, Will. Bender Bemidji, who has better internet connection?
Oh, definitely Bemidji.
There we go.
Gigazone. I hate to throw Ben Broadband under the bus, but it's already lagged like 4 times.
Exactly. Nothing beats the Gigazone.
No.
Yeah.
For those who
Fiber
don't,
premise.
Yeah, this question is very near and dear to our very own Matt Johnson's heart, as it is his creation. He owns the game zone, and he has brought it to everyone
Louis has 10%
to
Yeah.
do it.
No, you can't beat the full gig speeds here. Any package you want, good price. It's hard to beat.
Gigabit speed.
Gigabit speed, that is true. 9 gigabyte.
Not a gigabyte, guys. Just so y'all know, viewers listening, it's a
But
gigabit.
If
Look it up.
if we're being honest, there's two options here in Bemidji. There's Paul Bunyan and there's Mid-Continent. It's not even a decision. So
Yeah,
it's not even close.
No, that's right. All right, Will. So it's tied 1-1 right now. So this one, I hate to even ask this question because I feel like I know.
Riley already answered it for us.
Yeah, that's true. I know where the answer is going. 300 Days of Sun. Which place has better weather? Bend or Bemidji?
Definitely Ben. Like I said earlier,
Stop. Will.
summer's sun all day.
Nope.
Okay, think of it this way.
I don't think the next 9-day forecast is a coincidence, Will.
I think
I think
Riley
you're living in a lie. You're living in a lie, pal.
has weatherology.
Let me put it this way. Would you rather have days of the same, just old, boring, 80-degree and sunny weather, just picturesque beach weather? Would you rather have that over and over and over again? Or would you rather just get hit with unpredictability? Just snowstorm one day, pretty nice the next day, then just get an absolute rainfall the next day.
I like the weather keeping me on my toes, Will.
Mhm.
Ben doesn't do that.
How
Ben-
cold does it get in Bend? What is
Yeah.
the typical winter?
I think the coldest it got this winter, I think there's one day where it's 10 degrees.
Do you really expect your children to grow up men if
Yeah,
they
that's
haven't
not even winter.
experienced 50 below temperatures, Will? How are they
That's
going to have
true.
hair on their chest?
I've definitely lost some hair, that's for sure. It's like 20 degrees and I'm just not having it.
That's a damn shame.
Mhm. If you're not careful, your kids are gonna grow up to end up be the type of kids that have you wiping them until they're about 8.
What's wrong with that?
You don't want that, Will.
You gotta send them out to Minnesota on a nice July day and expose them to 50 below temperatures, 30-mile-an-hour wind, and
Exactly.
then they will become men. It's a rite of passage.
All right, Will, we're moving on. Is your final answer, Ben?
I'm assuming it's Ben.
Definitely Ben Weather.
All right. All right, next question. Personal favorite.
Personal
Who's
favorite.
better? Bemidji Garrett or Ben Garrett?
Ah, that's a tough one. It's a tough one. You see, you got Bemidji Garrett, who's just kind of just out there with his friends, just crazy. And then you got Ben Garrett, shaved head, smoked some weed. Just kidding. But I'm still gonna have to go with Ben Garrett. He's been hitting the slopes pretty hard.
I'm just,
Will,
I'm
he's
just
got
thinking back to all the good memories I've had with Bemidji Garrett.
Yeah, exactly.
And it would take a lot to top that. Like when he just walked in on me naked and just spit milk all over the place. Nothing tops that.
That
He
is
just-
true. That is true.
And he just
I have to interject here, and this is solely based off of an analysis of Garrett's Instagram and his YouTube channels have
Mhm.
significantly upgraded in level of quality and content since the move to Bend. I mean, Garrett was a skier without a mountain in Bemidji, and I think
Mhm.
this is the one case that I'm going to give Bend a win.
yeah,
in
but
my
now
opinion.
he's a skier without a crew. Now that he left,
Which
That
worse
is true. That is
than
true.
how you ski without a crew.
yeah, he had
Has he replaced his crew?
He does have like some skiing buddies, yeah.
got like a couple.
Brenton Denali can't just go out the window
Yeah.
like that, man.
There's no
You
Yeah.
can't just
Yeah.
leave
No,
those guys behind.
They're not
Yeah.
out the window. They're still good friends.
You guys sleep on Ethan Pollock. You guys sleep on Brent Nisler, and you guys sleep on Seth Pinkerton.
Denali.
Denali Dean. You got some goons here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know any of his friends and Ben's names. This is not. You're not
Not
level.
cool.
Shout out to those guys, the real kings of the Buena Vista ski area.
They are.
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah. All right, Will. So that looks like it's it's what is it?
3-1.
3-1. Bend is up. All right. How about this one, Will? Which place has the better blockbuster? Bend, Oregon, or Bemidji, Minnesota?
Oh.
Well,
We
are you
gotta-
talking about
We're
like
talking
when
about
Bemidji?
Bemidji had
When
a
Bemidji
block.
had a blockbuster.
Oh, Bemidji all the way,
Okay. Yeah.
all the way.
Had you been to the Bemidji Blockbuster?
Yes,
That
Yeah.
was
so many
sketchy.
times.
That was sketchy.
No.
What?
That was part of the experience.
I used to walk there from my grandma's house,
Are you kidding me right now?
and there were some thugs hanging out there. I mean, it was scary. It was scary.
Oh man.
It was next to the Happy Hands Daycare Center, which I wouldn't send my worst enemy's child there. I mean, it was a bad situation.
It doesn't matter though because Blockbuster there made that daycare center just like less bad because then those kids could go from the terrible daycare center to a Blockbuster movie night Friday nights.
That's true.
You got to respect the Bend Blockbuster a little bit though, because it does still exist, and I don't know. I respect it. I respect that they're still fighting a good fight.
Maybe one would exist too, but I think that theirs was a complete. I think it was doing well enough.
Well, I mean, it's something Bemidji's can't say, and Ben's is still outlasted. Will, have you ever been to Ben's Blockbuster?
Yes, a good like 4 or 5 times now.
Oh yeah. Grab a romantic movie for movie night with Hannah. Or
Oh yeah,
Tommy Boy.
Tommy Boy.
Tommy boy.
Oh yeah. But like overall, the experience in like Bemidji's Blockbuster was definitely top notch. Like every Friday, you just go in there, look at all the movies. The snack selection was just
Mm.
out of this world. Ben's
Mm.
snack selection, not much more than popcorn. So
No. All right, so Bemidji 2, Ben 3.
mhm.
Moving on. Who has the hotter dudes, Will? Bemidji?
Looking guys. We got him.
Ben.
Ah, that's tricky.
This isn't even a question, Will.
Oof.
Oh my goodness. Disrespect.
It
Don't
depends
forget
what
the
look you're
home of the
going for.
SA man. Don't forget the home of the SA man.
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean what look you're going for? I want to hear this.
Like if you're looking for like the weedy, like you got the man bun, you know, that kind of look.
Then you want Bemidji.
What?
Then you want Bemidji.
What? I can't understand you.
Then you want, but then it's Bemidji.
Yeah.
Yes. I think so.
No.
Sorry, continue your thought, Will. I'm sorry I interrupted you. Just say
Restart
that
that.
thought. Yeah.
Okay. Here, all you're gonna get is the man bun kind of weedy look. Bemidji, you got a whole array of just like hot dudes. I mean, you got James Sims, Breck Thorsgaard, Matt
Oh.
Johnson, Riley Berg. No hotter men.
Exactly.
Can I throw out another name for you?
What's that?
Can I throw out another name that I think you might have forgotten?
Who's that?
A man who sadly couldn't join our podcast tonight, Nick Schulke. Is that?
Him too?
I think a lot of men do find Nick very attractive. That is true.
Yeah.
Will, I would like to point out everything you described about the typical Oregon man has 100% fit all of my stereotypes that I have for people in Oregon. So follow-up question to that. Have you been tempted to buy a drug rug, live in a van, or otherwise smoke pot during your time in Oregon?
I have not.
I don't know, the hair. I don't know. Will's hair is kind of getting to that man bun-esque look.
Well, if you're saying you haven't, do you consider yourself an Oregon citizen yet?
Yes, I would.
How is that?
Just-
What do you call Oregon people anyway?
Oregonians.
Oregonians. That
Mhm.
sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie.
Look at that presumptuous looking dude with his Patagonia rolling his blunt out. No.
I'm an oregano.
Oh, I'm an Oregonian.
Well, all right. Well, so
Well,
you,
we got-
you never really answered the question. What's your final answer? Who's hotter?
Bemidji.
Bemidji guys?
We
All
got a
right.
3-3 tie.
3-3 tie.
Ooh,
All
3-1
right.
lead.
This one could stir up a little controversy, but I'm gonna ask it anyway because that's what this show is about. Bend or Bemidji? Who has better looking hockey girls?
Mm. Well, only hockey girl I know here, my girl, have to go Ben.
But she's from Bemidji.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can't consider Hannah a Bend hockey girl. Has she even put on?
Okay, you're
skates in
talking
Bend
about
yet?
native
Well,
hockey players.
Not even native, but has
my-
Hannah played hockey in Bend? Has she skated in Bend?
No,
Can
That's
you
what I
even?
thought. That she's
Can
not
you
a
even
Bend
skate in
hockey
Bend?
girl.
That's the question. That's,
there
Yeah,
is
where are the rinks? Do you even know
there
where
is
the
a
rinks are?
rink. There is a rink in Bend.
Tell me how to get there. Have you ever?
I
been
don't
there?
know.
That's what I thought. Hannah is a Bemidji hockey girl, born and raised.
Okay, get Hannah on here. See what she says.
Yeah, well,
I want to hear whether Hannah thinks she's from Bend or from Bemidji. Whether she's a Bemidji hockey girl or a Bend hockey girl.
Okay, she's a Bemidji hockey girl. I didn't understand the question fully.
that's just kind of an L.
all right.
I'm gonna have to go. Final answer, Bemidji.
Okay, that sounds like 4-3 Bemidji to me.
All right, moving on. Better crack houses, Bemidji or Bend?
You know, Bemidji. Bemidji's definitely the sketchier place for crack houses. I haven't had a dog trying to eat me alive yet, so
How
Have you
much,
found a good Bend crack house?
how much
I have not.
investigating have you done? Have you been looking?
I mean, I haven't really been looking particularly, but I mean, out and about, I never see really any sketchy rundown places.
But there's got to be a shack like out in the Oregon woods somewhere. That's just, I don't know, like distilling alcohol or something. I mean, that's an Eastern Appalachian thing, but there's got to be something going on out in that woods.
There probably is. Haven't seen one though. You head over to Redmond though, pretty sketchy.
Oh, well, that sounds like another Bemidji dub to me. What is it now? 4-3 or is it 5-3 Bemidji?
5-3, I guess.
5-3 Bemidji. All right. This one, I hope comes easily to you. Where are the better gatherings, Bend or Bemidji?
Bemidji.
That
No
means a lot.
debate about it.
I'm touched.
Yeah.
Have you had any get-togethers with anybody in Bend?
Nope.
Well,
I mean,
we need to get you some friends, man. Garrett, to come skier.
yeah. You need to have some gatherings with Garrett.
Okay.
Watch Saul.
Oh God.
All right, I think we got a 6-3 Bemidji lead going into the final question. For this question, we'll make it worth 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
Winner
Winner takes all.
takes all on this one. Bemidji or Bend, Will? Who has the better statue of Chief Bemidji?
Wait. For clarity's sake, the old statue of Chief Bemidji or the new
Yeah.
statue of Chief Bemidji?
Open to interpretation.
Because if you're counting the old statue of Chief Bemidji, then I think we're just giving it to Ben because I think that one just puts Bemidji in a hole.
I don't remember the old one. I
Oh,
honestly
God.
don't.
It was
Just a blob.
Like original?
yeah, it was very more
Yeah.
abstract, I guess.
Yeah, the old one they made in honor of him while he was still alive was like a wedding gift or something.
Really?
No, I don't
Right?
think
Or
so,
no?
but it looks like it could be that old.
it was pretty rusty. It was made mostly out of geometric shapes, Will. rather than a realistic sculpture, if you will.
Right.
Yeah, well, it's just like the like Indian guy, like over by where the
Native American.
Native American guy who's
Oh, black people like watermelon. Here we go again.
over by like where we do dragon boats. Will it's like the original
Waterfront. Yeah.
Okay.
is just like the one that you would remember, I think.
Is the
Wait,
thing
where we do dragon boats? Because I remember someone left.
and do you know why he left? Is about the very thing we're talking about right now.
I'm glad we've come this far. I mean, look at how much we've healed and bonded. We're all in a place where we can have an open conversation about Bemidji and Bend. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, I bet it's sunny in Bend right now. Riley, you know what? Shut the fuck up.
Well, you know what you can do? You can come back this summer and row in a Dragon Boat team to make up for it.
Oof. You know.
You're so tempted.
The traffic's too dangerous. It wouldn't work.
Yeah.
It's too dangerous. Should cancel the flights. Let's see. About my nanner.
For those of you listening to the podcast, James Sims just massively bobbled his banana.
Okay.
I wish I could describe it to you.
I still got the best hands out here.
Looks like it. Looks like it.
All right. So thank you, Will, for going through the bracket. That looks like to me, what was it? It was a 4-point question, so 10-3.
Yeah, 10-3.
That's a pretty big landslide, Will. So I think all that means it's about time you come home, young man.
Yeah, so 3-1. So you'd
Yeah.
be 3 times happier in Bemidji than
Exactly.
in Bend.
That's what it means.
The stats do not lie.
Although I will say I do want to come out and visit you. I think all the guys need to get together. We'll all crash there. I'm sure Hannah will have no problem with it. We'll just
We can give Ben the chance to win us over a little bit.
Well, you
Yeah.
can just send Hannah to your parents' house,
No,
and we'll just take it over.
No.
no. It's a all communal thing. We're gonna I'll share the master bedroom.
Yeah.
We're all in one bed.
Yeah. All right. So up next on the docket, now that we're finished with the grilling of Will, is we have ourselves. We, as the socially awkward men, we like to debate and argue things a lot. A lot of things that aren't really shouldn't be that big of a deal. But we're gonna go through a bracket of candy to determine what the best candy is.
Between the socially awkward men.
In our humble opinion. Let's get it underway. So round 1, round of 32.
We'll try and be quick with the first ones. Hopefully they're not too controversial.
Mm-hmm. Unless you're passionate, then by all means. But first off, we have. Oh yeah, sure. First off, we have Reese's peanut butter cups versus Reese's Pieces.
Definitely peanut butter cups.
Yeah, see, there is one significant flaw with Reese's Pieces, and that is the lack of chocolate. And you're never going to win in a head-to-head contest if you're missing the chocolate. I mean, that's got to be 50% of the cup is the chocolate. Why would you replace that with a shell, a wax shell? It just
I'm gonna disagree on this one. I'm a Reese's Pieces fan because for the main reason is when you get the cups, you're only gonna probably get like 1 or 2, and they're not like if you're really feeling the Reese's like you want that right now, you're gonna get a big bag of Reese's Pieces, and it's gonna last you out. You eat that one cup, it's gone instantly, and it's like
whoa. Let me stop you there.
I don't know if this
There
is
is a king-size Reese's cup option. You're talking about consumer selection here. If we control for that
King-size.
variable, it's going to be cups every time.
The flavor is similar, and I think that you just find yourself savoring and enjoying it more in pieces. But
But the
No,
flavor
I don't
isn't
feel-
similar. The flavor isn't similar. You're missing the chocolate. You get the peanut
no,
butter.
there's the
That's
chocolate
it.
flavor for sure. And I guess I'm not too strong on this one, but I would give it to Pieces.
I gotta say cups. So I don't know. what Rex said.
Well, I'll just be quick, but the only time I ever get Reese's Pieces are at like the movie theater, and they taste good. But like, I think if they were both in front of me, I think I'd take the Buttercup. So I'm
All right.
voting Buttercup.
The only thing the pieces are good for are what's up, Dad? The only thing the pieces are good for are for seducing aliens into your home, and that's about it.
All right.
Well, I assume your vote's Buttercups also.
Yes. That was the
All right,
first one.
advance.
That's so the Buttercups will advance. Up next, we have Three Musketeers versus Twix.
Twix immediately. I'm sorry. Not a big Three Musketeers guy. It's just like
Twix.
inside the middle of them is just whack to me.
I'm a big nougat fan, but Twix has always been my longtime favorite.
Yeah, I gotta agree. I like Three Musketeers, but Twix is one of my favorites. So Twix.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan
Twix.
of here, but looks like I would probably lean towards Three Musketeers, but it looks like Twix is taking it.
Your vote doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So.
So that's an easy dub for my vote.
For
doesn't-
clarity's sake, is Three Musketeers only nougat, or is there nuts in there?
I don't think there's nuts in there.
There's no nuts. Yeah.
No,
Because
no nuts.
Snickers is caramel, nuts, and nougat. Three Musketeers is just nougat. Is it
Mhm.
Milky Way is going to be nuts and nougat, or caramel and nougat?
I think it's caramel and
Caramel and nougat. Okay.
nougat. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is fitting because that's coming up soon. Oh wait, no, there's one in between. So first we have Kit Kat versus Butterfinger.
This is kind of a big round, honestly.
Yeah.
Those are two major brands out there.
I go Kit Kat here. I'm a big Kit Kat supporter. I love the little crack, fun stuff. I think they're tasty. I like the wafer. Kit Kat all the way for me.
Yeah, I agree. Kit Kat, love the snap. It's a great time. Experience. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good vibe.
hmm
I'm also a Kit Kat guy, but like honestly, I feel like if we pulled more people, like I know Butterfingers are very popular with people, so but
It's about us though. What
Yeah.
about you?
I'm a big Butterfinger guy, but the problem is the toffee gets stuck in your teeth, and it always leaves me a little bit disappointed. I mean, that's in there for hours. But when it comes down to it, if I have two bowls, I'm probably sticking my hand in the Butterfinger bowl first.
Thank you, Riley. I was about to be very disappointed. I'm a Butterfinger man all the way. Like you were talking about it stuck in your teeth. That's a benefit. Why is that a con?
When you're feeling a little horny later, you just a little
Yeah.
Butterfinger.
Why is that a benefit?
Exactly.
But you have to work your tongue so hard. I mean, I know, Will, you probably have a much stronger tongue than I, but it's so much work to get it out. Your tongue is sore for days. You don't even enjoy food for the rest of the week.
I don't know about that. It's more just like a quick little flick to
It's a
gone.
quickie.
It could be a useful workout at the least, I suppose.
Well, it's a damn shame you care so much because it looks to me like Kit Kat is
well,
taking
wait,
the
did
dub.
Riley say Butterfinger?
Riley said Butterfinger, but didn't you say?
Oh yeah, we both said all three.
And Matt said
Oh, that's
Kit
good.
Kat.
I didn't realize.
That's a competitive though. That's a competitive one.
It's a damn shame.
It is. I mean, it's a damn shame, Will, Mr. Strong Kong. All right, the next round we have Milky Way versus M&M's.
Milky Way. What?
M&M?
No, it's just M&M's.
Oh, is it? Oh, it's just that's the white background.
Milky Way, Will.
Not even a question.
I'd lean toward Milky Way as well.
I think I would. M&M.
I'm going M&M. I think they're a slept-on candy, and Milky Way is very overrated.
Like, I don't know if you can like add like the mini M&Ms if that's part of it because it's the exact same, just mini. Like I really enjoy those.
I do like M&M's too. I'm actually not sure. I might change my vote. M&M's are just such a classic. They're so handy. You just
Milky Way.
Exactly, James. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Milky Way.
I hate to kind of backtrack on myself here, but like for me, this is the best of both worlds. We're talking about Matt's accessibility that he liked so much for those Reese's Pieces, and the chocolate, which was that was the deciding factor for me. So now we put those both in one place. I'm gonna take M&M's.
Amen.
Yeah, and
The
and
shell, though. The shell. That's all I gotta say.
The shell.
Yeah,
What?
exactly. Well,
What's your
it's-
problem with the shell? You get a bunch of little colors. It's great.
No,
Will
but
doesn't
no,
like diversity.
But what I
Bottom
would
line.
say is that, like, if I were to choose Milky Way or M&M's, like, Milky Way is just a bad version of like Snickers and like all the other type of just like chocolate bars, I would say. So,
Okay,
like,
but comparing just to M&Ms, like M&Ms, you got the shell. Like the shell is just an L. Milky Way is just pure chocolate.
I don't
What do you think?
understand.
Do you think the shell is hard? It's not like a peanut.
No, it just ruins it. Like it just like the atmosphere of the candy.
I don't think
it's part of it. I like the shell. I think it's part of the. It's a nice crunch and good taste.
Yeah. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with having a little shell over your M&M. You know what I mean? All right. Up next, we got Snickers versus Baby Ruth. It's Snickers.
I just gotta say Snickers. That's definitely on the top of my list is Snickers.
You gotta
I-
explain
Snickers.
Baby Ruth to me.
I don't even remember. I don't exactly know what Baby Ruth is, so that's part of it.
It's just another one of those things that's just like
Isn't it?
Is it another variation of
chocolate.
nougat peanut chocolate?
That's what I thought. It was like Three Musketeers, kind of. But
Yeah, like they're all kind of in the same line.
I thought it was
Snickers,
more
Milky
solid
Way,
chocolate, but I don't.
No, it's got stuff in there.
Three
Oh, really?
Musketeers. Those are pretty
Baby
similar.
Ruth have nuts and stuff. I would say they're a better version of like me. They're a better version of Three Musketeers.
Okay. Well, I'm still taking
But
Snickers.
yeah.
Bottom line.
I'm not taking Snickers just because I'm a Snicker hater. So whatever's against Snickers is getting my.
Whoa.
I don't love.
Unneeded hate.
Snickers are so overrated. They're so plain. The nuts aren't really that tasty, and they're just kind of a worthless addition, in my opinion. And I don't know. It kind of ruins it.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Fair enough. Bottom line, they're going through. Oh, this one could get some controversy, I know, because I think we've discussed it before. Almond Joys. There's 100 grand.
Stop it, man.
Matt, you stop
Stop.
it right now.
Almond Joy.
It's Almond
Almond
Joy.
Joy
It's
is,
all-
No, what?
it is-
Everyone.
it is a
What
beautiful
is it going
bar
against?
of chocolate and Caribbean coconut that
Exactly.
was right on the beach, having a great time with your feet up. I mean,
Don't forget the nuts.
it's so moist. All right, let's talk about the moisture that is inside that packed
Wait.
coconut.
Wait, what's it going
Delicious.
against?
Delicious.
100 grand.
Anything. That doesn't matter. what
Oh
it's
yeah,
against.
100 grand.
It doesn't matter what it's against. It
It doesn't
wins.
matter.
That-
Disgusting.
the Almond Joy won the contest.
Disrespected
It disrespected the mama.
the Kobe Bean.
Nah.
Right, as in
Almond flavor or I mean, not almond flavor, but the coconut flavor is just disgusting, especially in like a cheap candy. I'm sorry, it's bad.
I'm gonna come to your house and just instead of egg you, I'm gonna coconut you. Just throw
Mm.
coconuts at your house.
Oh,
You're on. You're on
Yeah.
for that one. man.
All right, Almond Joys are making.
God, if that wins.
All right, up next we got Milk Duds versus Junior Mints. Oh, this is an L of a.
Milk duds.
I'm going Junior Mints. I don't like either really.
Milk duds.
Junior
I don't
Mints
mind
are-
Junior Mints. I'm gonna put my vote there.
I enjoy milk duds.
Junior mints are so good. Oh man, I love the mint. I'm a big mint guy. You know.
Why did- milk dud
Maybe
fan?
only Milk Duds, unless Will is a big Milk Dud
Milk
fan.
duds.
Yeah.
Another one of those things where you can just enjoy for like another hour even after you eat it.
Oh,
They do
Well,
last, but
Will just like sucking mold right out of his teeth. Just oh yeah, that's good.
the junior mints at the movie theater, just digging in there and getting a nice junior mint is just.
Did
That's
Ryan
something.
say Junior Mints?
Riley said Junior Mint, so it looks like a 3-2
All right.
dub for Junior Mints.
That's
Alright.
a shame.
Yeah. Up next, this one's kind of lame. All right. Actually, no, it's a fair question. Hershey's cookies and cream versus regular Hershey's.
Just
I'm
regular
not-
Hershey's.
I'd say regular Hershey's. I've had Hershey's cookies and cream. That's pretty solid.
Yeah, I like cookies and cream flavor, but the Hershey's cookies and cream to me are like okay, and so is Hershey's normal. But like, I think I'm gonna go just regular Hershey's.
As
Fair
big
enough.
as a chocolate guy as I am, it is nice to have a Hershey's bar. It's a little bit different, and cookies and cream is exactly what I'm looking for. Got a little chocolate crunchies in there too.
Yeah, just as a
That's good
tea.
stuff. you know, it's kind of a toss-up. If I go into a gas station for a candy bar, I could walk out with a Hershey bar or a Hershey cookie and cream. It's 50-50 shot, but I'm gonna put my vote on cookies and cream.
All right, correct. You regular or cookies and cream?
I think I'll go with Riley too. I think cookies and cream.
All right.
I think just the regular. There are a lot of just like like there's so many brands who just have their generic like milk chocolate.
Yeah, you guys sold me. I'm going cookies and cream. I'm swaying the vote here.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like I've had like some of the like egg Hershey's things, but they're also cookie and cream versions,
Yeah.
and I enjoy those more.
I'm going cookies and cream.
Can I inquire here? Is there dark chocolate anywhere on this bracket, or is it just being slept on? Because if it is being slept on, I need to make its voice heard right now.
Huge L, because the other side of the bracket is mostly like candy rather than chocolate.
Yeah, like
So
sugary, like
Sugary
Skittles,
stuff.
Starburst.
There's
Which-
no dark chocolate.
yeah,
Okay,
this-
well,
anything dark chocolate would just take the dub over anything. Like Ghirardelli or whatever, their dark
I
chocolate.
don't know how big
well,
it is.
even just like
now-
if it's a Hershey's dark chocolate bar is better
Oh,
than
yeah.
cookies and cream and normal.
Huge dub.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. If there's any dark chocolate on here, it's just winning. Also, I really like Heath bars, and they're not on here. But all right, so we're kind of to the candy side of the bracket now. So up first, we got Sour Patch Kids versus Warheads.
Mhm.
Warheads, they're sour. They're too sour.
Yeah.
Have
Yeah.
fun. They're like a hard drug. Like you just want to take it, you get your buzz, but like it sucks and it really
If
puts you
had,
through.
like
But at the same time, you crave it. You need that fix. But Sour Patch Kids, a lot of sugar, it destroys your tongue. But at the end of the day, you enjoy it. It's not so much pleasure through pain. I think that you experience. Warhead.
Sour Patch Kids is a better candy, but I think there's a good experience with the Warheads every now and then.
It
It's not
is.
something you'd munch on, but
Like Riley says, it's like a good hit. You're just like, I hate it, but I love it. You know, that's sort of.
That's exactly what it is. I mean,
if you
it's got
I'm saying Sour Patch, I think.
mhm.
Yeah, Sour Patch. Up next, we got Twizzlers versus Hot Tamales. They're both kind of an L, I think, but I'm going Hot Tamales.
Hot tamales are so good. They are so slept
No.
on.
Yeah.
I love that flavor.
the
What
worst.
is a Twizzler? That is my question.
what is a Twizzler? The licorice stick.
The long
Oh,
licorice.
licorice!
Yeah.
Orange red.
No.
Come on, man. All right.
Licorice is nasty.
Well,
Yeah.
you're what? No,
Nasty.
you're making a fool out of yourself, William. A complete fool.
Black licorice is
Black
nasty.
licorice is good. Yes, thank you.
No,
it's
no,
nasty.
black
Oh,
licorice is even
okay.
worse.
Oh Lord, help us all. Black
Really?
licorice
Really?
is
Think
probably
black
the most
licorice? No,
disgusting
that's good.
candy that's ever called itself a candy. There's just no way.
I'm going Hot Tamales.
Hot tamales.
Yeah.
I like a Twizzler every now and then. Summer out on the boat, pass around a bag of Twizzlers. It's a good time.
Yeah, I hate that old people. Why is that such like a middle-aged
Yeah.
person thing? Like if they get their candy, they get their Twizzlers. Like why? There's so many better candies. Ugh. That's what we always get for our car rides and stuff. Like I don't want any.
I'm going Twizzler.
Is that a middle-aged person thing or is that a Lenore thing?
Oh,
I
it's a
think-
middle.
Oh, it's a middle.
Middle-aged
I
person
think
thing,
it's a
I think it
middle-aged
is.
person thing.
I've experienced it in not just my family. Like
Twizzlers is just a great thing. It's easily shareable. It's a perfectly practical travel snack.
there's a lot of things that are easily shareable. M&M's,
Well-
Needles. It's
Reese's Pieces.
good. I mean, M&M's are good. That's not what I'm saying, but like, and Needles too. But like,
Reese's Pieces.
Twizzlers are not one of them.
Yeah.
Twizzlers are great. You don't have to touch them all. You just reach in, pull out one little stick of licorice,
Ugh.
and you are having yourself a licking good time.
So is it me, Will, and Matt on the hot tamale train?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm honestly surprised
Me too.
Matt's a hot tamale guy.
Yeah, I'm surprised too, Matt. I
You
thought
Why?
you
Why are you surprised that I'm a hot tamale guy?
Yeah, you just
It's
seem
so
like
weird.
you just seem like you like Twizzlers. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't dislike them, but I really like hot tamales.
All right. Next up, we got nerds versus dots.
Wait,
Nerds
nerds
are great.
versus what?
Dots.
Nerds are probably as a kid, trick or treating, probably one of the more frequent things that I had, and it's just like, I mean, it's some good stuff. It's just like a little tiny box. You just pour it out. It's like crack. You just pop it. Great
Yeah.
time. Great time. Lots of sugar in a very small volume, and that's what you're looking for in a candy. If you're looking to hit a sugar high, that's going to get you there quickly.
Fair enough. I'll second that.
I
like it.
mean, both of them I like equally, I would say. So like, but I'll just go with dots. See if there's.
I'll go with the nerds because I honestly don't know what dots are either.
I'm going nerds for sure.
All right. All right. Up next, we got Skittles versus Starburst.
Skittles.
Oh,
All the way.
I'm a
No
big
one
Star.
wants to peel every single little tiny packet.
That's true. I don't like this matchup because I like Starburst a lot too, but I gotta go with Skittles.
I don't know. I get like sick of it, like the Skittles. I feel like Starburst. I can take my
Wait,
time.
Will, you were just talking about the shells and how you hate shells. So now you like Skittles?
Okay,
I-
if you're going between Skittles and just Starburst though, like I don't know.
Starburst. I changed my mind. Well, I'm abandoning ship.
Yeah, I'm a
No, you
Starburst.
get back
I'm a
on this ship. I'm not letting you fall off.
Starburst.
I think Starburst.
Starburst. I think we all
Not acceptable.
Starbursts are wonderful. You just pop out a little square, hopefully lemon, best flavor by far. You're gonna be able to chew that. The flavor lasts quite a long time.
Yeah.
As you keep chewing, you kind of get to the middle, and there's more flavor in there. It's a unique adventure. It's something that you don't get with the Skittles.
There's not more
You're gonna
flavor
drop a
in the middle.
handful. Yes, there is. You just
No, there's
discover
not.
a little bit more. It's an
lasts
adventure.
really long
An
time.
excursion of candy, and when you pop a handful of Skittles, you get a lot of flavor at once. Maybe gets you high a little bit. Not the same kind of high we're talking from nerds, warheads. It just doesn't match.
I completely agree, Ryan. I think
Thank
those
you,
are
Ryan.
some great points.
You took the words out of my mouth, to be
No,
honest.
no, I'm gonna disagree.
Just like how I
again.
wish people would take the Skittles out of my mouth and like, put it in.
You're saying that when you get in the middle, there's more flavor. Where is that flavor coming from? It literally, he's gone.
From the little fighter jets. Have you never seen their commercials?
What?
Have you never seen the Starburst commercials? They pack it with flavor with little fighter jets. Never seen that?
Yeah, but the sweetness density is just complete. Like it's the same all the way through.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can question the logic that Riley put behind.
No,
it.
it's
Finally spilled.
Well, I have one problem with Skittles, and that is that they have shells.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Starburst moving on. Ooh, I don't like this next matchup. They're both good. Airheads versus Laffy Taffy.
Ooh.
That's unfair. Those are like two of the best.
Yeah.
That's a good matchup. And I'm a big airhead guy, but it's Laffy Taffy. There's just such good flavor there.
Yeah, I think Laffy
Yeah.
Taffy.
Blue raspberry Laffy Taffy is just. that'll send you
Even
over.
if the tastes were the same, Laffy Taffy gives you a joke to go with. So like,
Mm.
Brecht took the words right out of my mouth. What other candy is going to sit you down for wholehearted family entertainment than a Laffy Taffy? You got the flavor, the meal, and the show. It's got my heart.
Can't beat it. Can't beat it.
Yeah,
Laughter
like-
makes the world go round. All right, I think it's Laffy Taffy.
and they beat Airheads with taste also. So
Yeah.
like all things aside, Laffy.
Oh, so you go from that matchup to this matchup. Smarties versus candy corn. Oh, that's a dumpster. That's the dumpster fire in the candy world.
I just don't think I can
Wait.
ever.
Are you hating on Smarties right now?
That was my question, Matt.
I like Smarties a lot, actually.
Smarties are delicious. Never forget how Mr. Knutson bribed every student
Yep.
into answering math questions solely with Smarties. I wouldn't have opened my mouth in that class. But
Or
you get
before
Smarties involved, learning is fun.
Yeah, before a multiplication test in elementary school and middle school, you'd get they give you some Smarties to help you out. Made a
yeah.
difference. It really did.
They're not terrible.
I'm a fan of Smarties.
Yeah.
But there's just anything will beat candy corn. So
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
think.
All right, up next. Oh, this is hard. Blow Pop versus Tootsie Roll Pop. Like, what's the difference? I don't even know.
Oh no, blow pop is like
I think I know what Riley's going with.
blow pop is like the ones that don't have the chocolate in the middle. It's like the ones you get at like sporting events.
Blow
you know,
Pop has
typically.
gum in the middle.
Gum, yeah.
Tootsie Pop has like something
Yeah.
else.
It has Tootsie
Yeah.
Roll in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
What? That's nasty. A Tootsie Roll in the middle.
Yeah, exactly right.
A Tootsie Roll just does not complement the sweet, fruity flavor of a lollipop.
What?
Exactly.
It's kind of a bad
I
combination.
disagree 100%. 100%.
I
They're like two different flavors. So like once you get down with the sweetness, you get or like the fruitiness, you get the chocolate.
yeah. No, I think Tootsie Pops are really good, but I just blow pops are a little bit better. I don't know. I just love
The
cherry.
gum in the middle is so nasty. It loses its flavor after like 2 seconds.
My entire life, I've always just enjoyed a sucker or a lollipop without anything in the middle. What, like, why do you have to have something in the middle? Why can't I just enjoy the lollipop that I wanted to enjoy?
That's a good question.
Why do you have to take out 25%, possibly 50% of my lollipop with something that I didn't even want? I bought the lollipop. I got the lollipop. Let me
It
eat my
gives you a
lollipop.
little. It gives you an incentive to get to the middle, Riley, to keep going.
No,
It does.
it just makes me wish I had another lick of that sweet apple lollipop.
Oh.
That's what's the point of a lollipop if the point of getting through your lollipop is to get gum? Buy a pack of gum, kid.
No, it's not the point. The point is a good flavor, and the gum is a little bonus at the end. It's good gum.
I'm pretty sure Blow Pop has better flavors too. Like they have green apple.
Yeah.
and all
Green
those
apple's a
other
dub
flavors.
all
Tootsie
day.
Pop just has like cherry,
Sure.
grape.
No,
Yeah,
they got like the chocolate one, and they got some other generic ones.
it's gotta be Blow Pops. We gotta get out of this first round, but I think you guys will really appreciate this last matchup. And it is the first candy. I'm not sure what they're called. They're those little things that are
Like
in,
the watermelon, like
yeah, they're in wrappers that look like
Oh,
watermelon.
yeah.
They kind of look like strawberries. I thought they're strawberries. The red and green
oh
wrappers.
yeah, strawberries.
Does
Sorry.
anyone know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So those
Watermelon,
those
classic
little
crap.
numbers, yeah, classic. Those little numbers versus raisins.
Raisins.
I'm voting raisins.
Raisins were always.
I don't even know what. I've never even
At the
had one of
same
these
time.
watermelon things.
In
I
St.
think you
Philip,
have, like, they're-
we'd sit down
they're
for
different.
lunch. We would
Like,
sit down for lunch. Michelle would just slop some
No.
food. Like
would
someone would
dread-
probably
I
throw a
dreaded
packet, a
raisins.
little box of raisins in your face. You'd happen to catch it. I loved them. Nobody else did. I would just collect them from other people at the table.
Yeah.
And that was a good day. But they're also a laxative. So case closed.
Well, it's a win-win.
So it's a win-win. You can shit your body the food you love. Nothing
I
better.
think I'd take candy corn over raisins. Honestly.
No. How about
Yeah,
this?
I would.
Corn, another shot. Candy. We're calling an audible. It's candy corn versus raisins.
Candy corn.
No, raisins.
Candy corn.
I think raisins is going all the way. Like,
No,
Now, if you got chocolate covered raisins, it's a different story.
no.
What is all this hate against raisins?
It's
Hey,
just
we're at a point in 2020 where a fruit is actually qualifying for conversation on a candy bracket. I mean, this is great from a public health perspective.
There's a lot
That's
of our
groundbreaking. Really.
Yeah.
America is going the right direction. Thank you,
Yeah.
Michelle Obama.
Yes, thank you. The raisins, right?
I think we're going raisins. Sounds like 3-2 for raisins. Can you guys believe it? We're out of the first round and we're down to the Sweet
Wow.
16 now.
Well, this should go pretty quick because
Yeah,
I
it's
think
pretty
we've all
quick.
said our piece on our reasoning behind the candies,
Right.
and we should zip right on down to the final four quite
Right.
quickly.
We have less matchups to do now. We're more than halfway through. Reese's peanut butter cups versus Twix. Gosh dang it, Kobe Bryant.
We'll give them a new look.
Yeah,
Oh God. I don't have to fight.
Reese's versus.
Buttercups.
These are
Oh.
two classics. It's a real shame that two great classics have to come in contact with each other in only the Sweet 16. But Twix has been my longtime. It's really been my lifelong favorite candy. I would be lying to myself if I didn't vote for it. Twix.
I agree with Riley, although I'm not as high on the Reese's Cups, obviously. But Twix is just one of the best. Left Twix, right Twix, either one. Twix.
All right.
Disgraceful.
I just
I'm
think
going
I'm
Buttercups.
going Buttercups because
Yeah.
it's just the shitty version of Snickers. So
Let's go.
it's Reese's Buttercups.
Oh, do you know what's super good? If you put Buttercups in the refrigerator, and you just pop them out. Oh, man. Yeah, that's nice. It's
Hard to
Buttercups.
compete.
Hard to compete.
What did Will say?
Will said Buttercups.
Oh, that is a big dub.
Yeah, I'm not a Twix hater, but
Riley's lifelong
lifelong
out.
favorite candy falls. That's tough. I feel bad because you guys are so passionate, but not bad enough to change my mind.
I hate to see it go, but to see it fall to such a long-time classic, I can live with it. I'll be able to sleep tonight. That's all I have to say.
All right, up next we got Kit Kats
This
versus
is
M&M's.
a slaughter.
Yeah, this should be a slaughter. It's Kit Kats.
A kid.
It's M&M's, hand down. Give me the M&M's.
Kit Kats.
Kit Kat.
Riley, I don't even know if I want to hear your side.
No, I do.
Hey, I've got nothing to say. I've said what I have to say about M&M's. Accessible, chocolate, good to go. But Kit Kats are good too.
Okay, it's Kit Kats.
I'm sorry, Riley.
Sorry, Riley. You're not off to a tough start. Maybe this third one will get you back in the
This
game.
is honestly hard for me. I'm actually happy about this next one.
Oh, Snickers versus Almond Joys. Almond Joys for me.
Odd.
Snickers.
I gotta go with Snickers because it's my number one, but Almond Joy might be my number two. So
Same, Brecht.
Need
so-
I say more about the coconut?
Yes,
Need I say more?
you because
It's
some
a
people
free first-class trip to the Caribbean beaches. Delicious all day. Give me that Almond Joy.
What's the vote tally right now?
2-2. Oh, with you, it's 3, unless you go Almond Joy, Matt, which would
Matt,
just be...
I want to hear your impartial decision. Vote tally doesn't matter. Give me what you got.
Can I not vote?
overrated
These
Snickers.
two trash candies.
But what's more overrated? So what
Ouch.
pisses you off more?
Okay, I mean, if I had to pick one, it would be Snickers because Almond Joy is just disgusting, and Snickers can be eaten. They're not good, but they can be eaten. So
Lord have mercy.
Remove-
I go
remove
down
Almond
again.
Joys.
I go down again.
Ugh, that hurts. That hurts my soul.
It
but
doesn't-
I don't like the vote. I
It
don't.
kind of
But
mine.
I'm voting Snickers.
All right, we got Junior Mints. Oh, Junior Mints versus Hershey's Cookies and Cream.
Give me the
Junior
Hershey's
Mints.
cookies and cream. I want
I
the
like
Hershey's
Mints.
cookies.
I think cookies and cream. I'm not a big Junior Mints guy.
I'm not the biggest either. I'm Cookies and Cream. Is that 3?
Is that a quick round right there?
I think that's
Oh, Matt, how the turntables.
it's a quick laugh.
Yeah, I think it is.
Such an
Stop.
average candy moving on to the Elite Eight, but whatever.
Matt Wilson.
Oh, Will, did you say Junior Mints?
I did.
Oh, it was a contested one, but yeah, it's still Cookies and Cream. All right, moving on to the candy side of the bracket. Sour Patch Kids versus Hot Tamales.
Sour Patch.
Sour Patch.
Hot tamales.
I like Hot Tamales too, Matt, but I also like Sour Patch. And no
I think
matter
it's
what
hard.
I say, it's going to be Sour Patch, so I'll
Yeah.
say Sour Patch.
I think. Yeah.
Hot Tamales are slept on though, Matt. I
They
agree.
really are. They really.
I
are.
like to get them. I'll spend a quarter to get one out of those like little
Yeah.
twisty.
Mhm.
All right, up next we got Nerds versus Starbursts.
Nerds all the way.
Starburst.
This is a tough one. We're talking about conflicting that quick sugar high with that beautiful, flavorful adventure. But you know, I'm a guy for the journey. I love the journey. I love to take my time with the journey. I'll take the Starburst.
Wise choice, Riley.
Yeah, I'm going Starburst too.
You're also forgetting about Starburst has so many different flavors. I get Nerds does, but like honestly,
They all
the
kind of
other
taste the same.
yeah, they all taste the same, and the original Nerds is the best. When Starburst has like tropical, which is better than the original, I gotta go Starburst.
Yeah, Starburst it is. All right, up next. Oh, this. I hope this is a slaughter, but I've been wrong before. Laffy Taffy versus Smarties.
There's no
Fun,
bait.
family, laughter, flavor.
Laffy Taffy.
Taffy.
Yeah, it's Laffy Taffy.
Exactly.
Laffy Taffy. You can't beat the joke that it gives.
Yeah, it's true. All right, final matchup of the second round. We have Blow Pops versus Raisins.
Blow pops. Like you can't keep raisins alive.
I'm one for nature. I gotta give it to Raisins.
Oh God.
No.
Now each one of you know what the flaming liberal I am. And Michelle Obama is going to give us the raisin.
God.
Let's move that thing down the line.
No.
No.
Move the raisin. Move the raisin on to the Elite Eight. Everybody likes an underdog story.
No.
Let's get some votes for raisins in the comments
Raisins
section
shouldn't
right
even
now.
be on. Raisins don't deserve to be in this.
Rain down those raisins comments. Here we go.
When we are on Instagram, guys, comment if Raisins are a dub or not. We'll put
Yeah.
a poll out there too.
Yeah. Hey, first person to respond that raisins are a dub, which also proves that you watched this, which is impressive, you get to ask a hypothetical philosophical question for the next episode.
That we will answer.
We'll host them live. We'll host you live. I mean, the odds that somebody gets this far into our podcast, about 1 in a million.
Yeah, if you hype up the raisins, you can ask a question for the next episode. Raisins it is. Raisins are moving on to the Elite
Yeah, I'm
Eight.
a raisin.
Hallelujah.
I can see a Raisins dub.
I'm not gonna rule it out. Wow, we are on. We're only on to Elite Candy now. Elite 8. Peanut butter cups versus Kit Kats.
Kit Kat.
Yes,
No
Kit
discussion.
I
Peanut butter cups.
I gotta go Kit Kat.
I gotta go Buttercups too. Like I like Kit Kats, but there's just something about peanut and chocolate being combined that like Kit Kats don't do. Kit Kats has that same stuff that like
This
Snickers.
bracket is
Bracket.
going to just the trash. Like, oh my
I
God.
don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear it from you, Matt. I don't want to hear it. All right. Breck took the
Bad
words
takes
out of my
tonight.
mouth. Breck took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, stop it! You stop it!
How many of you just go into the kitchen and get yourself a jar of peanut butter, big old spoon, just have a nice mouthful?
No one. Actually,
I know I do.
You know, I've done it.
That's
but
delicious. You know, I did that today. But
You also like
what's
cottage-
better? What's better than peanut butter? What's better than peanut butter?
chocolate.
You answered it, Breck. Chocolate and peanut butter. Give me the Reese's all the way. Let's take that one to the ship.
Rather than cottage cheese, right, Riley? Just
Oh, don't,
Peanut
cottage
butter.
cheese is
Put
a
it in
topic
the
for
refrigerator.
another podcast. It is just a wonderful, nutritious meal.
Yeah,
I've been over this. The cross country team at St. John's. We go over that about once a month. Somebody brings up cottage cheese, and I just have to defend myself fervently.
Yeah, you should have to defend yourself.
I think I am one of the most
Raisins dub.
outspoken
James is hot dog.
I hate
out
it.
of everyone I know.
Actually, honestly, the more I think about it, my top dog was almond joy. But all right, Snickers versus Hershey's cookies and cream.
Snickers all the way.
Can't do Snickers dirty.
Hershey's
Cookies and cream. Cookies.
Cookies and cream.
No.
Let's go. Get rid of Snickers.
Yeah, Snickers is overrated.
No.
It is. It is.
Snickers. is a
Correct,
little
we've
overrated.
fallen.
It's a decent candy bar, but it's nothing that.
They hate Will. They hate.
They do.
Let's go. If you're gonna kill almond joys and
Why
Kit
is the okay? But here's the real question: why is cookies and cream Hershey's in the final four?
Kat- No, that is kind of sad. It had road
Yeah, it
road to
did.
the final.
It had.
four.
What did it have? What was the first one?
It's had regular
It
Hershey's.
had
which
regular
was tough.
Hershey's. Junior Mints.
Junior Mints, which is.
And now Snickers.
Junior
With,
Mints is so much better.
Oh,
God,
like,
the way that I see it, though, it's kind of just that Hershey's chocolate representative.
All right,
That's kind of been my mindset voting for it so far.
that's fair.
Besides the first round, which like I said, that was a toss-up, and
That was
now
a
Hershey's chocolate, a wonderful brand. They produce flavor.
All right, on to the candy side. Sour Patch Kids versus Starbursts.
Starburst.
Yeah.
yeah, Starburst.
This is a tough one for me, but I've just always enjoyed Sour Patch Kids, and I don't have them often. I don't have them nearly as often as I do Starburst. But right now, if you ask me which one I would like to have more, I'd probably take the Sour Patch Kids. As much as an advocate I've been for Starburst, I'm gonna have to hop off the train here.
Emotions right now. You gotta go with
Facts
your
don't
heart.
care about your feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
You want your tongue to hurt tomorrow? Because if so, just eat some Sour Patch Kids.
Riley,
You'll be in pain.
That is true. The consequences of a bag of Sour Patch Kids.
It's
They're
devastating.
hard to handle. But I would like to shout out Danny Klapner, my roommate at St. John's. That man can drop an extra large bag. Like we're talking the big bags of Sour Patch Kids in 3 days flat. Might have been 2 days. I don't know. But those bags just kept disappearing out of our dorm room. That guy's tongue, I don't know if there's anything left.
The thing is that it's like, it's not what you're feeling right now. It's, would you rather have Starburst for the rest of your life or Sour Patch Kids for the rest of your life? You got to choose. You got to choose between.
Well, I'm just saying, Danny Klapner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner 2 days straight.
Well, maybe you can build up a tolerance.
So you're just giving up on the adventure, right? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, if we're talking about building a tolerance, it sounds like an adventure in itself. I mean, that's a pretty rugged adventure. I mean, you're up there on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro in the whipping wind there, just hoping your tongue survives. So,
Amen.
All right.
After all that, I still think Starburst won vote-wise. But that was a very compelling argument.
I go down a happy man. I love Starburst too. It's a tough choice. It's a
We
tough
got a very,
in here.
very big round coming up.
Probably the toughest decision we'll have to make. Laffy Taffy versus raisins.
Laffy Taffy. Like,
As big of an advocate that I have been for the public health situation here in America, I think that family, fun, entertainment, and flavor is also a
What's
very
funnier
healthy
than a raisin?
aspect of American lifestyle. That's a healthy aspect of American lifestyle. And I'm going to have to push the Laffy Taffy.
What is funnier than a raisin? What's funnier than a raisin making it to the Final Four?
That gives
Nothing
me
will
a
spread
good laugh.
laughter like that.
James, you have flipped this on its end, but you're convoluting the argument. We are talking about the candies. All right? We're talking about the candies.
Will, I'm looking to you, man. I'm looking to you for support.
come on, Will, come on.
I mean,
I wrote you a song.
Hey, come on.
You can't bring this in. We're subjectively naming a candy here.
Will, it's only in the top 8. It has to at least make it the top 4.
No, Will, just pick which one you like better. You didn't vote for raisins before. What are you doing?
Riley may have turned me.
What?
I voted against it just now.
No, before that.
Oh, right.
What? Since when did my words have a delayed effect? They're supposed to cut like a knife and slash you down, sir.
This is a hard one. You're gonna have to get back to me on that.
Well, what do you remember?
There is no getting back to you. Make a decision.
You gotta just make the right decision there.
Mike and I are on the raisin train.
Yeah,
It's all up to you, Will.
I'm locking my vote in. It's raisins.
Raisins.
I was born and raised on some raisins.
Laffy Taffy. Raisins
Oh,
are
there
just
it is.
terrible. There's no argument for raisins.
Yeah, good. Well, you got me all fooled, Will. I was so scared.
No.
Well, rest in peace.
We're down to the
we're down to
final
the
four.
Final Four. Oh man, what a shitty Final Four we have on the chocolate side. Peanut butter cups
And
versus
Hershey's
cookies and cream.
I knew
That's
to
so
push that Hershey's
bad.
cookies and cream. Okay,
You gotta say
this is how I made my cookies and cream decision. I've been voting on the chocolate side all day long, and even just talking about all that chocolate, I felt like I needed something different. And sometimes it's kind of nice to have that little something different. And now look where we've ended up. It's I've created this. I feel like I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Chocolate beats cookies and cream.
Every
Sometimes
time.
you need a little break, and that's where this cookies and cream has come from. I don't know. I still think I'm gonna take Reese's peanut butter cups. It's a classic, like I said before.
I'm doing a protest vote here because of what Reese's Peanut Butter Cups has done. So I'm voting for cookies and cream. Even though it doesn't deserve to be where it is, it's getting my vote.
I'm having a tough time.
I'm
Like,
Reese's.
I'm just middle. I'm 50-50 on each one. I don't love either one. Both of them have knocked out better stuff. But I gotta lean towards Hershey's cookies and cream. You know, that's
No.
you
The
have,
bottom line is cookies and cream was like this little side option, an a la carte deal
and it
for your
sounds
chocolate brands, but it does not belong in the championships.
Neither does
It's
Reese's.
not a winning caliber candy.
it
It's
sounds
a
really
it's a fun game that you like to flip to during commercials, but it's not the main event. It's not the main event.
as a
I
point.
think that's a
Do
great
I,
point.
do I
think the
really want a
reason-
subcategory of a candy? Oh gosh, do I really want the subcategory of Hershey's to be in the championship?
Hershey's-
That's true.
Hershey's cookies and cream has made it this far, relying on the fact that it's a chocolate, but with a different taste. But now we're in a round where it's up against a top dog chocolate. So I think Reese's Pieces has got to be it because it's just a better option. But
Where's Reese's Pieces coming from?
Yes, Bragg.
You can't just sling this thing in from the 32 round.
Reese's Pieces versus Raisins.
You know what I mean.
championship. Will, what's your take?
Gotta go with the cups every time.
Well, I'll just accept my fate, even though I'm honestly pretty 50-50. I would rather eat cookies and cream. Reese's.
what did Matt do though?
Matt.
Did Reese's?
Matt was cookies and cream, but it's three versus two.
So
So
cookies and cream.
no, Reese.
There's
There's only
Riley.
two.
Riley
Riley
was
was
The cups.
Riley was cups.
Oh,
So in the final four on the candy side, we have Starburst versus Laffy Taffy. I gotta go Starburst.
I think Laffy.
God.
This is a hard one though. This is really
No, it's not. It's not even a question.
After overpowering raisins in the round before, I think it's on two.
God, Laffy Taffy is so good.
I'm Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy.
I want to hear Riley.
Taffy.
Joke aside, it's still better.
These are truly the two best chewable candies.
This should be the
They're
champion.
very similar. They're very similar in all aspects. I think Laffy Taffy's just there's something about it that just triggers those salivating glands. I think that it really does produce a very sound sugar reaction as it contacts the taste buds. But we're talking about that adventure of the Starburst, and as similar as they are, I don't think that you really can have that adventure with a candy, that intimate adventure with a candy, with a Laffy Taffy. But the fun family environment, you're gonna have to come back to me on this one. I can't make a decision.
Riley, I was waiting for your decision. I don't know. I think I'm Laffy Taffy.
I'm Laffy Taffy.
It's tough, but I gotta go Laffy Taffy.
Laffy Taffy it's got that smooth feel to it, whereas the Starbursts are going to be those clunky corner edges. And I often get some old Starbursts because they're packaged in those individual wrappers, and sometimes they are rock solid. I mean, you're going to bust out a molar on that thing, and that's not a savory taste for me.
Honestly,
if you're breaking teeth on a candy, it's wrong.
Honestly, I
chewable
agree
candy.
with that. But Laffy Taffy can be hard too sometimes, let's be
That is
honest.
true. I mean, there's such
Yeah.
similar candies here. But what about the flavors? I mean, because what Laffy Taffy? You got your strawberry, your banana. What else is there?
Green apple.
Green apple is delicious, and
Great.
Starbursts are going to be your strawberry, cherry, lemon. There's got to be
Orange.
another one, isn't there?
Orange.
Watermelon. Is
Yeah.
pink lemonade a flavor, or what? Are
I
the
think pink lemonade's the
Well, I mean, there's
They
different.
have
There's
different-
tropical that has a bunch, and
Banana's an L. If you make a banana candy,
Yeah.
you lose my vote there. I think I'm going
Whoa.
Starburst.
Whoa,
Ooh.
whoa,
Banana
whoa.
I think I'm
Laffy
going
Taffy are the
Starburst.
best
You're
one.
really gonna judge
Banana
all
Laffy Taffy is
just from the
Ooh.
action of one.
What's
What?
that, James?
You're gonna judge the action of all Laffy Taffy. You're gonna judge all Laffy Taffy just from the actions of one.
If they're so similar, I mean, you start looking at where their faults are, and the first fault I come into issue with
Banana is
a
nasty.
banana flavor.
I just can't. I can't sink the rest of them just because of that.
Well, if you're looking at two even ships, well, I see a little weight on one. That one's going down first.
but they also got the bins at the gas station, so you can make sure that you don't choose the
Right.
bad kind. So they're never packaged together really.
That is true. Starburst, you're really, it's a shot in the dark at what you're going to get. I don't want to walk out of there with only cherry and watermelon. I'm looking for the pink lemonade and the lemon. And I could walk into a convenience store and walk out with 7 green apple Laffy Taffies and be perfectly happy.
Exactly.
Gosh, you put me in a tough spot. I think I'm going to flip a coin for this one. I'm flipping a coin. You talk me back out of it. I'm going to flip a coin.
Right. I think we have 3 votes for Laffy Taffy anyway.
Yeah.
But I want you to flip this coin, Riley.
This coin matters. All right.
This
So
coin
for
matters.
clarity's sake, I'm going to ask Siri to flip a coin for me, and we'll see what we get.
Well, what are you?
Hey Siri,
Wait.
flip a coin.
It's heads.
What was
Siri's
that?
spoken. It's gonna
That's
be-
what's happening.
That's what I
All right, I didn't clarify. Starburst was heads. I made
Okay. Okay.
I think I have to do it now, or James does.
It's Laffy Taffy won anyway.
it.
No, but you know what? It's about the integrity. No, Riley, you're reflipping.
All
Heads,
right, no,
reverse tails.
this might have been the most embarrassing moment in my career. Call your Starburst. Call it in the air.
Oh, okay. Heads.
Flip a coin.
Heads.
Starburst it is.
Okay. Well,
We didn't even need the second round.
Laffy Taffy's moving on. So, and that means now that Laffy Taffy has moved on, that our championship is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups versus Laffy Taffy. Did we just have a clean sweep for Laffy Taffy?
Yep. I agree.
No,
No.
sir.
Uh,
We're talking chocolate. We're
Yep.
talking peanut butter. It's delicious. There is no lab manufactured concentration of sugar molecules
Oh.
that is going to beat me in the chocolate game. No day, hands down. It's good, fun, family entertainment, but family entertainment dies in the chocolate industry because my personal satisfaction supersedes it. Sue me. Maybe I'm not a family guy. It's got to be chocolate. Chocolate wins. The whole time we had this bracket, chocolate wins.
I
was
would
no
agree that
contest.
chocolate over like these sweet candies, I would pick chocolate. But in this situation, I'm voting for Laffy Taffy because I like Reese's peanut butter cups are fine.
They
They're
have no
they're average.
relationship. They're solid. They're just
Yeah.
a solid.
The
choice.
only complaint, and of course I shot it down when Matt brought this up in the first round, but the only complaint that I have about Reese's peanut butter cups is, forgive my hypocrisy, you only get 2 of them most of the time when you buy a pack.
Yeah, and then the wrapper, it's just I don't
they
know.
have the packages that just bundle them all up, like the big packages.
Yeah, and so that's what I said the
it's
first
not-
round, but I almost never get those. Like whenever I get
Yeah.
one.
It's not a snack.
And
It's
I'm-
not something you can just kind of snack on. It's like you eat one, but Reese's Pieces, you can just sit there and snack on them for a little bit.
Oh, let Reese's Pieces die, man.
Stop! We lost that one in the 32 round. Just
No.
get that out of here. Get that out of here. I am backtracking on. I totally shot Matt down. I interrupted you about the whole serving size deal.
It's
But
okay.
that is my only complaint about it. So I hate to do that to you, Matt, but I'm still voting for Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. So did it matter anyway? No. It has my vote. Chocolate always wins.
Goes down to Brecht.
Yeah.
I cannot let Reese's peanut butter cups win.
No.
Oh gosh, no!
Thank you.
Not
You
when
can't have done this. You let Laffy Taffy win though. It's a
Respectable.
Yeah, because
it's delicious, but it's not chocolate. It's not
Exactly.
Laffy Taffy. Blame the bracket.
Yeah, then don't get Reese's Pieces or Reese's.
cannot
Matt, we lost that the 32 round. Get out of here.
you cannot deny that Laffy Taffy has had the hardest path to the championship. Beating out Raisins was the turning point.
I want you to subjectively tell me which candy you would rather have in this instant, Brecht. And it's got to be chocolate. It's anything with chocolate. Anything with chocolate has to win.
I'm sorry.
If it was dark chocolate or almond joys, I would take them over Laffy Taffy. But nope.
If I'm doing at this instant, it's Laffy Taffy. If I'm doing have to choose one for the rest of my life, I want endless jokes included.
Yeah.
I think to put this one to bed for good, we need to put out a poll as well. In addition to the raisins, we need to put out a poll on the Instagram and see what the people have to say.
I think that's a good idea.
All right.
Let democracy have its
After
say
this-
in this.
After this drops, we'll put out a poll.
We'll get a nice 10-person.
Yeah, we'll probably get a nice 10, 11 responses, but
If you guys make it to the end of this video,
Yeah.
then go vote on the poll, and we'll probably do it the day after this post, which
Yeah,
should
put
be
it up
soon.
with the post. Why not?
Well, we need people to
People
take
need
their
to-
time to get
yeah.
through it.
That's true, but people might get lost in the Bend stuff and be like, I don't give two balonies about Bend. But if they know there's some great candy controversy coming at them, maybe
Well-
they'll stick around. Hey, I would like to give a shout out to Will Maddock. He's already a big fan. He's hoping to tune in this weekend.
yes. And Brant, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your last name really. Lyle. He's a huge fan as well already. So
I think that's it.
unless Riley has something or Matt has something just burning on their mind they'd like to discuss tonight.
Well, maybe later we can talk about the rapist that's on your countertop, but
I didn't get that.
different time, different day.
Okay, leave Brecht alone, all right?
Are
But,
you talking about
Are you talking
Greta Thunberg? Are you talking about that woman? Because this is unacceptable, right? Are you talking about the soccer team?
I cannot wait until we get to talk about Greta Thunberg.
Dude,
we did
got
Tiger
Tiger
Woods
Woods
and Donald
too.
Trump.
No,
I have a question for you guys. Have you watched Tiger King?
2 episodes.
No. Well, I need to watch. I need to get into it.
The man should be freed, Riley.
I don't know about that.
No, I don't think so.
But I think he kind of got framed in the sense with his own stupidity, but we can get
Yeah.
into that in a future podcast.
Yeah.
To all of you fans out there, I hope that if you have extra time, Tiger King on Netflix is probably my number one recommended coronavirus binge. Stay safe, stay healthy out there.
Number two
Number
is-
2 right after Social Awkward Men podcast.
Can't sleep on ourselves. But we're talking about Netflix binges. The Socially Awkward podcast, you're going to be able to tune in weekly. You get about an hour's time. Take it slow. Make it last. Have fun with it. I mean, this is something that you could be painting at the school district and listening to. It's something that you could be out for a joyride, very socially distanced in your car and listening to. You could take it with you. Take it anywhere you get your podcasts, I hope. Stay safe, guys. Back
Yeah,
to you,
for
James.
sure.
Thank you, Riley.
In this awkward time, just join the awkward people. It feels real. I don't know. It's so awkward here, and it always is with this group, so just tune in.
Man.
Amen. I think that we'll be bringing out some good content too. I think we got a lot to share with you guys.
Any final thoughts from you, Will Swint? That's what I really like to hear.
What are we talking about? I'm lagging hard.
Final thoughts. Your final thoughts on the night.
Hi, what?
What's the future? Final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Definitely stick with it. This series, it's going to go places, Tonight, it was candy, kind of introduction, but you don't know where it's going to go. So stay tuned.
Amen.
We got a lot more in store.
A lot more in store.
This is only the beginning.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.
Till next time.
It's a rare condition this day and